All right, squad, welcome back to the channel. I've been reading the comments. I've seen them. So today, we are doing an updated Modern Warfare Search and Destroy class and settings. I'm going to show you guys all my classes and some extra rush setups and my settings and all of it. So I hope you enjoy. Leave a like if you do. If you're new to the channel as well and you like Search and Destroy, do me a favor and subscribe and join the squad on that road to 100,000 subscribers. With that being said, let's hop into it. All right, so I'm gonna try to make this video as quickly as possible. Usually I go super in depth with like the perks and why I use this one over that one and blah, blah, blah. But we all know what they do and everyone kind of has that basis. This video is mainly for the attachment combinations. That's what it seems you guys are mainly looking for. But I will go over real quick though, my usual perk setup. So when it comes to my rush classes and just my classes in general, I'm usually running specialist nowadays and I run a knife secondary. I know I'm gonna get asked, knife for Cali sticks, why are you using a knife for Cali sticks, blah, 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 blah. I use knife over Cali sticks. Yes, the Cali sticks are a little bit faster, but I prefer the knife for two reasons. One, the Cali sticks and the knife, as far as timing difference go, there's only a couple maps with a couple routes on those maps in the game that the Cali sticks will break a different timing for. So I occasionally run the Cali sticks if there's certain routes like Petrograd, for example, rushing an A-bomb. Cali sticks are sometimes nice for that, but for the most part, you don't need the Cali sticks. It's not going to affect your timings. You can run the knife just fine. The second reason why I choose the knife, I guess there's technically more three reasons. The knife is a one-hit kill instead of a two-hit like Cali sticks. I Cali stick lunge, blah, blah, blah. I know, but I still prefer the one-hit kill over the two-hit kill. But the most important reason why is because the Cali sticks take forever to swap from your Cali stick to your weapon. It takes longer than swapping from your knife to your weapon because the timing is off, which is why most of my friends that run Cali sticks run amped is their third perk, and I love shrapnel, which leads us into our perks. I like shrapnel, so I don't want to have amped on this all the time, which I would if I were to run Cali sticks. So that's why I run the knife. For everyone that always asks me that, that is why. Perk setup though, we got specials on. EOD restock shrapnel is the usual. I will occasionally switch out EOD and double time being my first specials bonus. These two kind of go back and forth depending on the map I'm playing. For the most part though, it's EOD restock shrapnel. Then my specials will be double time, quick fix, and high alert. Double time and quick fix, great for rushing, and then high alert because it's just OP. Lethal Tactical Semtex Stim, usually running stims. I do switch through stuns and smokes still a little bit. For the most part, I'm running just stims all the time. A lot of my routes that I used to run smokes and stuns for, I just kind of full send it and run stims for it instead. Another question I always get asked, which I know half the comments are going to say, Seek, everybody knows this, but there are a lot of people that still ask this, so I will answer it. Why do I always stim at the beginning of rounds? Well, I'll link a video in the description. I have a video explaining it, how it works and everything for those of you wondering, but you use the stim to reset your tactical sprint, which allows you to double sprint for a longer period of time, which allows you to rush even quicker. That's why we do the stim off the rip. That's why I see all the SnD YouTubers doing that. It's for rushing. Lethal, Semtex or frag, just depends on the map, but usually Semtex, frag on maps like Ramaza, Petrograd, stuff like that, maps where I can get really long nade spots on. But for the most part, we're running Semtex. All right, so that's all my perks. This stuff, pretty much the same perks running on all of my classes. There are very few things that are changed, and I'll go over the specific changes that there are. But as far as attachments go, I got a bunch of weapons that I want to show you guys. So let's go through the attachments. Starting things off with my Uzi. You guys know I love the Uzi. It's my favorite gun of the game. The Uzi gang represent. We are the reason the Uzi is used so much in Modern Warfare, and for that, I apologize because it's getting out of hand, but the gun is still disgusting. Here's my class setup for it. We got the Carbine Pro Barrel, Merc 4 grip, AE round, stipple grip, and close quarters stock. I know a lot of people like to run the mini reflex. Personally, though, I like running the iron sights on the Uzi. I don't know why. It just doesn't feel as good with the red dot versus the iron sights. The red dot is helpful, but I still prefer the iron sights, and I like having that Merc grip on as well. So that's my Uzi setup that I'm always running with that obsidian camo, of course. Next, we got my MP5 rush setup that has been changed around a lot since the last video. I'm going through all these different setups. The MP5 is one of those guns where you can pretty much run anything on it and it'll be good. But my personal favorite setup at the moment has got to be mono integral suppressor, Merc 4 grip, 30 round, and then sleight of hand and the collapsible stock so I can move as quickly as possible, reload as fast as possible, and rush as fast as possible. Love the MP5 as a rush gun. All right, my next class setup is my Amax, and I got two setups for the Amax. First one is the wall bang setup. Recently made a video wall bang, and I got a lot of questions about why the heck do you have FMJ on the Amax. If you have not seen this setup before, the setup originated from my buddies Marksman and Dismo. They're the ones who started doing this originally, but running snapshot grenades and wall banging in SnD with the Amax. The Amax setup, Zodiac barrel, mono suppressor, exo stock, stippled grip, and FMJ. The wall pen on the Amax is unbelievable, and you could shoot down UAVs extremely fast as well. When I'm not running snapshots though, I just take off the FMJ and put on a commando grip instead. When it comes to perks and everything is exactly the same. We just run a snapshot instead of a stim. Besides that, it is the exact same class as a normal setup. And if I took out the FMJ, I'd switch it to a stim as well. Been getting a lot of requests for a sniper video, and I'll definitely hit you guys with one soon. But this is my sniper class, and this is kind of a sniper rush hybrid class. The sniper overkill MP5, because when I snipe, I still like to rush because I'm very impatient. You guys have seen me play. I just run straight to the spawn and hope for the best. That's pretty much how it goes. That's why I have all the rush route videos, because I have some pretty wild routes that I come up with while playing search and destroy. And running the sniper MP5 class is one of the most entertaining classes in search. So if you haven't tried this before, it's so much fun. Perk setup's the same, except we have overkill and amped on for this one because we have a primary, and then we have our specialist bonus exactly the same. So we just work up to the shrapnel and restock that we normally would have on. Semtech stim, and then of course MP5 setup, same as what I just showed you. As far as the sniper goes, we just have the ADS speed maxed out plus focus, so we don't have flinch. So we have tac laser, focus, 17 barrel, stippled grip, and the arms assassin stock. All right, here's the class that I have labeled as no friends. A lot of you guys think that's funny when you see it in my videos. Yeah, this is the no friends class, which is the AS Val class. Perk setup changed slightly. We have amped on instead of shrapnel. Seek, why is that? Well, the reason why is because I tend to only use the AS Val when it is used against me. Typically, when the AS Val is used against me, the people that like to use the AS Val 24/7, and if you're one of them, please stop. Nobody wants to see your Val clips. I'm sorry. But it's like, just stop, please. This gun hasn't been nerfed. It really needs a nerf. Like, just, okay, forget it. Just Infinity Ward, nerf the gun. Please, maybe, possibly nerf it. Anyways, so AS Val, I have amped on because typically people run the AS Val. They're usually running a 725 or some sort of shotgun too. So I have amped on so that I can rush up with the Val, kill one of them, and then steal their shotgun and kill their teammates with it because I'm toxic. So yeah. Attachments wise, we've got the 200 barrel Merc 4 grip, flitter on mag, stipple grip, and the 6P30 stock. A lot of people love the VLK stock. I don't like it because of the movement that it takes away, and I love movement because I like moving quickly at all times, so I don't like the movement it takes away, so I run the 6P30 stock instead. All right, next up we have my M4, which my M4 setup is the CDL M4 setup. I love the M4. I play around with the setup a lot. M4 is also like the MP5. You can kind of run anything on it. It'll be pretty good. Shit, even the SOCOM rounds and the 9mm rounds are nasty on the M4. My basic M4 though, the normal attachments I'm running, we've got no stock, stipple grip, commando 4 grip, M16 barrel. M16 is better than the other barrel. I stand by better than the Corvus. I don't like the Corvus barrel. It's not as good as the M16 in my opinion. If you run Corvus, I recommend going M16. It's just better for range, and like I just like M16 barrel better. Plus it goes with this blueprint that looks really sick. And we have the compensator as the muzzle for the final setup. All right, my kilo setup. I decided to throw it up. Besides the meta guns, I've got a few guns I want to show you guys that I just use a lot, that I love using this game, that I'm always getting asked for the attachments for. My kilo setup is a little bit different than everybody else's. It's kind of like an aggressive kilo, but I want to still be able to keep that long range ability. So it's kind of an in-between of the two. We got the compensator, commando, 19.8 barrel, mini reflex, and no stock. You can move quick and laser beam people across the map just like it's an ACR. So that's my setup for the kilo. MP7, shout out to my boy Joel because he loves this gun and I love it too. It's a really fun gun, a bit of a pea shooter, but still a fun gun. We got the model suppressor, recon barrel, commando 4 grip, 60 round mag, and the close quarter stock. I used to run Merc grip on this gun, but I finally tried the commando a couple weeks back, and I've honestly been a little bit obsessed with the commando lately. So commando is kind of what I switched my MP5 setup to. I love the Merc grip, but the commando hits different on the MP7. Moving on to the P90, the SMG that is definitely better than the ISO. I don't care what anybody says. P90 is better. I stand by it. Anyways, P90 Class setup. We got the model suppressor, forged tac retribution barrel, stipple grip, sleight of hand, and the tac CQB comes stock. I always get asked why do I run this over the flash trap. I love the flash trap. Used to run it. It's just the ADS speed on this gun is so slow, and I don't like running tac laser because then I have to, when I ADS walk to be quiet, I have to worry about where my laser is pointing, and I don't like dealing with that. I'm lazy, so I run the TACCOM stock, so I have extra ADS speed, and then I just don't worry about the sprint to fire. I lose the sprint to fire. It's the cost that I pay for the faster ADS. Finally, we have got my Grau, which is probably the class I get asked about the most because I have this obnoxious pink Grau called the Gumball. That is the name of the blueprint. It's only like an 800 COD point blueprint. It's one of the cheaper blueprints for anybody interested in getting it. But mono suppressor, Archangel barrel, no stock, Extra Crate Void 2 grip, and Commando 4 grip. It's that. It's super simple. I'm always getting asked if I'm running different barrels and all this random stuff about this gun. It's a really simple setup for the Grau. This gun is just nasty. All right, moving on to my settings. As you guys know, I play keyboard and mouse. I do not play controller. I do have controller settings in here though from when I do play controller, when I used to play controller, that are entering here as well. But I am just going to simply just be quiet, and I'm going to scroll through all the settings. There's no explanation really needed for them. This is just all my settings in Modern Warfare, all my keybinds, my graphics settings, if you're wondering those. All of it, I'm going to show you guys right now. All right, before I forget, I run 800 DPI. For anybody wondering, I always get asked, I always forget to say it, 800 DPI, just for the record from my mouse. But those are my settings, those are my classes. I tried to make this video as quickly as I possibly can make it. I don't need to go as in depth as I used to go over these videos, because at this point, we all know what certain attachments do in Modern Warfare. I don't need to explain why I'm using certain things. You guys just want to see the combinations. So with that being said, if there is any questions you'd like further information on, feel free to ask in the comments below. Anything I didn't miss or anything about certain attachments or whatever, feel free to leave me a comment below. I will answer as many as I can. With that being said though, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it helps. Hope it gives you some new setups to run. Leave a like if you like, leave a like if you did, you know, leave a like, you know what I'm saying? Drop a like, I'd appreciate it. And I'll catch you all in the next one. See you again, Destroy. It's Paciger.